This should be a pretty quick explanation video on how this says I am home in circular Gallifreyan using this fan-made script. So this is Lauren Sherman's script, and well, let's hop to it. It'll make most sense in practice. So you read bottom counterclockwise, and this bottommost thing is the outer sentence circle, and this is the inner sentence circle. Punctuation marks will be on the inner sentence circle, and then words are hanging out inside that. So the bottommost word is this one right here, and it has, it seems like, only one letter on it. And this smaller circle means it's going to be a vowel. So I'm going to check my vowels. So these are vowels, these little dots. So this is A, B, A, J, T, A, T, H, A. And this one has a line going towards the middle. So that makes me think it's an I. Well, actually, no, it's an I because I wrote it anyway. It's an I. This is an I. The whole word is I because that's the only letter on it. So I. Okay, let's continue around counterclockwise. Here's our next word. This word seems like it has two things happening. Well, bottommost thing is this one. This is another vowel. It's a smaller circle relative to the consonant, and it is outside of our word circle, so it's an A. Okay, let's continue around it. Okay, so here's our next one. It's closest here, so this is our next letter, and it's a circle inside our word circle, so this would be like the continuation of the word circle here, and inside it is this stem, and let's go ahead and count the modifiers on it. It looks like there's one line ending on it, two lines ending on it, and three lines ending on it. Even though this line looks like the same line continuing, counts as 1, 2, 3 because, well, three lines end on it. So that makes it an N. So am. Okay, continuing around. Okay, here's our next word, and the bottom of it is here. So let's continue around that. So here's a stem that's a more than 50% completed circle, here. And on it, let's count the modifiers. So it's dots and lines we're looking for. A dot will have filled in circles, and lines end on it. So even though these are lines going through it, they don't end on it, so we don't count them till we get to here. Okay, here's a little line ending on it, and there's one. Continuing around. So here's something, it's another vowel because it's an open circle. These are all open circles, even though it's got a really thick line. And here's another line. And then this one passes right through it, and this one passes right through it. So 1, 2 lines on it. So it's an H. Okay, and here's this vowel, and it's hanging out on the line of your stem. So that makes it an O, like this one right here. It can be anywhere along this stem. And I just put mine right in the middle. So H-O, continuing down. Here's our next consonant. It's a big circle inside the line. So again, this stem, circle inside the line, and on it, let's count the stem modifiers. 1, 2, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3 lines ending on it, making it another M. So just like this M here, this is another M. So the thickness of the lines, the thickness of the circle doesn't matter in this case. You read consonant to vowel. There's complications to that I won't explain because it doesn't matter for this one. But anyway, this is another M. And then we have another vowel, smaller circle inside of it. And this one is right in the middle of our stem. So that means it's an E. Right in the middle. So H-O-M-E. Okay, and continuing around this, we eventually run into this thing, which is a period, because it is an open circle on our sentence circle. So sentence circle, I made chunky just because I wanted to, and this is like our sentence circle line, and that would be a period. I am home, period.